Hi, Thomas.
Hi, how are you?
Very good, thank you. Thanks very much for being on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
To kick off, could you please introduce who you are and what you do in your own terms to our listeners?
Yeah, absolutely. So my name is TJ Thoss, and I teach ethical hacking and smart home technologies at Orange Technical College, Mid-Florida campus here in sunny Orlando, Florida. So I've been teaching for about 15 years now. The students in my program, they go through training for their CompTIA A+ and Network Plus industry certifications. Then they can also choose a specialization track, including cybersecurity, which is based around the EC-Council Certified Ethical Hacker frameworks. They can also choose to go down the Cisco CCNA track or the Smart Home Technician track, which is based around the CDIA's Electronic Systems Certified frameworks. Yeah, so my students range anywhere from 18 years old, actually 16 years old, because we have students here that are currently in high school. And so they can come to us for half of their school day, and then they're at their high school for the other half of their day, all the way up to, I want to say the oldest person I've had in my class was a 70-year-old gentleman who wanted to come here because he was starting a third business with a friend of his getting into IT work. I would say most of my students are 18 to 25 years old, young adults just graduating high school. They're really just looking to get into a specific career within a short amount of time. That's one of the great things about our school here is, our students are able to come to us and get very specific, focused training in a career. Most of our programs, the students are able to graduate within about 1 year. So my program, because it's really two programs, takes about 1.5 years for a student to go through. And then the great thing is our students actually leave here with no debt whatsoever. And then they can leave here, they go right out, get a job working in the industry that they want to go work in.
That brings us on to, we talked a little bit about career technical education, but throughout your career, bringing the curriculum together and developing new courses, what sort of pedagogic and technological innovations have you seen over that time?
I'll give you a perfect example. A big piece of my cybersecurity class is teaching Python scripting. So sometime last year, I discovered the PyTop. It actually lets me teach my students Python scripting while they build and design small little electronic projects. And it's super inexpensive. And so this one device, right, it allowed me to find a way to teach a pretty boring subject matter in a fun and interactive way. And that's where innovation comes in. You can't keep doing and teaching the way that we've always done it. We need to make education a lot more fun and engaging for our students. And so I'm actually working with the EC-Council just kind of on that. They're getting ready to release a new product called CyberQ for ethical hacker training. And so this is some really cool gamified simulation software that lets my students get some more real life, practical, hands-on training. And because it's all gamified and everything, they've played around with it a little bit. They're super engaged. They're learning all, what they need to learn and everything without even realizing it. And it's that sort of stuff, again, that helps us to motivate and change how we teach our students. To develop anything like this, the first thing that you have to do is, have a vision, have a focus in mind. So what we did, we spoke with local industry partners, and asked them, what do you need? Where are these holes in your industry? Are there jobs for our students? I don't want to train students and go through all this and then they can't find jobs. What are the skills that are needed for those jobs? And then you look at, how do we leverage resources and everything to make this program a lighthouse program in the area? And once you have all of that information and that what you're going to develop is sustainable, then you can start building up from there. So, we talked to industry and they said, there's a huge need for cybersecurity, especially here in the Central Florida area. And we just took it from there.